Hello everyone, welcome back to another video and my little Chinese privet bonsai that you can see right here. And as you can probably spot right away, it has gone through quite a hard time this winter. It has died back in certain branches, and today this video is basically about simply a bit talking about what happened to the tree, how it's doing right now, and also cleaning it up a little bit now before growth season really starts, just to give it also the potential again to grow into a nice looking tree. So I would say let's start right away with talking a bit about what has happened to this tree. And it is quite easy to say what has happened is basically I let it dry out a bit too much in winter. I had it over a radiator, so the soil simply dried out way faster than I expected. Also, it didn't have enough humidity, I think, and as you can see, especially here on this side, many of the branches that have been on the tree have died back. So that is definitely a problem. You can see, for example, on this side, there have been some branches that have survived that also show already new growth now in spring, but especially on this side, we have a lot of dead branches that simply I want to clean up today, take them out simply to give the tree again the necessary space to fill in those areas that unfortunately have died back. So I would start right away with getting my garden shears ready and taking out the big first chunks of this tree that have died back. And as you can see right away, there is this dead branch that is really completely brittle. So I could simply go and snap it off. There's now green showing underneath. So it definitely has died back. You can really see the entire branch unfortunately has died back. There's a side branch here that has also died back that we will take off. Another one here further down, so I need to be a bit more careful here with taking it out, not to damage the other still healthy branch. And especially here, then you can see certain branches that you have still living branches here, but certain side branches have died off nevertheless. So it is also important here to go in, take them out, clean it up. Maybe we do get some back budding on this tree in the future. I wouldn't bet on it at the moment, to be honest, but of course the hope is there for that to actually be the case. I can actually also see here, this entire branch has died back. This tree will look very bare, that much is clear, this much is certain, but of course, nevertheless, we have to take out these dead branches. They don't really have any benefit to the tree any longer, except that they really clog up the entire area here. We have also one here that we can take out. Here I can still see there is some green underneath, so I'm still hopeful that maybe from this part here it actually will grow back in the future, which of course would be nice to also fill in this area here again, hopefully. Here in the back we have some smaller little branches that have died back that I would also simply take out. And up here there is also one that has died back. Here I don't see any green at the cutting point, unfortunately. Here also some smaller branches still. Here is a bare one we can take out. And also actually here, this one in the back, at least it hasn't had any new growth yet, so I would say we take it back as well. And also here on some side branches we still see some dead branches on it that we will also take out. So of course the goal is to really clean the tree now, make it as open as possible for new growth to form, and hopefully fill in part of the tree again. Regarding the design, of course, it is completely different looking now at the moment. So the question is, what are we doing with it in the future? At the moment, I'm really not sure. As I said, I still hope for some of the back or the lower branches here growing back again. Here I can see a lot of new growth sprouting from this area, so it could fill out again quite nicely this area here. However, we have basically lost the entire front here that has come from this point, which, as I see now, actually gives us the possibility to maybe take out this stump right here that has been on the tree and has been bugging me for quite a while. So let's see if we can actually take this back a bit. It's quite hardy, I don't want to go too far here because I'd rather have it break off little by little and see if we can simply reduce it that way. There you go. And we have reduced that one, which at least is a little nice benefit on the side. Also the stump that of course has formed here where the previous, how should I say, the previous branches have been, we can also take out, which is again, of course, looking nicer here. So if we look at it now, actually, I see there is a lot of new growth that actually is beneficial for the tree, that looks quite nice. But there is still some dead branches I can see around here that, in my opinion, it does make sense to already take out now also. Because what we really try to get is as much new growth as possible here in the future. So I really want to take this opportunity to take simply out all old side branches and really clean up this tree. You can also see here a certain part that is died back that we can take out. We opened it a lot now. I might in the future actually will try to bend this a bit more in this direction, have it more as a side branch and focus on this strong branch here as a potential new leader and a new canopy that could be forming up here. So definitely at the moment not the nicest looking tree. It is purely and entirely a neglect problem that has happened to this tree. I spotted it too late, that the soil was too dry, and I lost for that reason half of the branches. Great learning experience nevertheless. I can see there is still some life in this tree, clearly, but the future is a bit open, I would say, still for this tree. So we will see how it can develop in the future. At the moment, I do see new growth, which I'm happy about, but of course now growth season will be a determining factor for this tree. Simply seeing how it evolves in the future and in which direction we can actually bring this tree again in the future. There will probably be some wiring done by the end of growth season when I will already see where new growth points had started, how they can fill out again the canopy of this tree, or what other shape might make sense in the future for this tree. As I said, with a bit of bending, we could have already put this one now here in a side branch and maybe develop more of a leaning style canopy up here then with one major side branch going off to this side. However, at the moment still quite open to see this in the future. I will keep you updated on this tree definitely. If you have any questions about it, more details on how it happened that it lost all the branches that were up here in front, feel free to leave them in the comments and I will get to answer them as soon as I see them. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like, and of course, if you enjoy this channel, feel free to subscribe to it. Hopefully then I will see you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.